Do you actually see yourself as a businesswoman? Because the whole time we've been talking, you've very much talked as a creative, right? You're talking about sketching and looking up. How do you see yourself, and how's the landscape changed for women in business?
I think it was very, very different when I started. People didn't even think that I can't think of other women that were on their own in business. Mostly the women that I looked to they had a male partner who was running the financial side. And it does sound a bit sexist that I'm saying that, but it is true. And certainly from the point of view of my father, he was financial advisor and he thought I was nuts. He was terrified with what I was doing. And he kept on saying, and I was like, no, 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 no.
What was he terrified of? Things like you opening the shop?
Everything I did, he was terrified of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's because you can be quite a force if you have a very strong creative drive. But if you don't dot your T's and pay your taxes and learn about PAYE and all those things, when you start employing people, you sort of wallpaper over the cracks. Creative people tend to do that in order to be able to remain creative. And I did all that. So I landed myself in deep water periodically along the way. But
I love that, Dinny. What sort of things were you doing? What were you doing? I love the way you say landed deep water. What happened?
I regularly had the bailiffs banging on the door.
Really?
Yeah, saying you've got to pay your tax and stuff like that. There's one thing I know, you have to pay.
Right.
So you can't actually dodge it, but it's how long can you dodge it?
Yeah. Okay, I love that.
But I'm not talking about paying to staff.
Yeah.
I'm talking about these things that are very difficult to understand for creative people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like VAT, and working out how much something should cost and your margins and all of that was a very slow and painful process.